So go and wait a moment, and then it should go and detect the stream. As you can see, excellent connection. And what you can do before you go and start streaming is you can go and change the title by clicking on edit here, and you can choose the title, the description. It's going to go and start streaming. So go and wait a moment, and then it should go and detect the stream. As you can see, excellent connection. And what you can do before you go and start streaming is you can go and change the title by clicking on edit here.
Ciao, sono Enrico Papi. Vuoi sapere quanto vale la tua auto? Vai su noicompriamoauto.it. Inserisci i dati. Ciao, sono Enrico Papi. Vuoi sapere quanto vale la tua auto? Vai su noicompriamoauto.it. Inserisci i dati.
টাকা বাসায় রেখে গেছে সে তোমার কাছে দেবে না
gets into the gap on the offside. Simova.
Yeah, you can play those shots. Oh, that's a mighty straight hit for six.
Spoons it to the fielder. Wicket falls against the run of play.
Carried a long way. Oh, six more. And the fun is over.
It's a nice shot.
Mighty hit. Half century for him on.
And it's going to go a long way up into the stands.
Well, the first T20I was an extremely gripping one to watch. The second T20I, there's a lot at stake, especially for Afghanistan. They're one zip down in this three T20I series. All the action will be brought to you live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium. The ground is nicely filling up. There's more presence of the crowds. And so I'm sure there'll be support. There's always support for Bangladesh. There'll be more support tonight for Afghanistan as well. Right, it's a three T20I series, and then we move on to ODI series, 8th, 11th, 14th, the last ODI match here in Sharjah. Yeah, we know that Afghanistan will have to make it count tonight. And it's going to be a tough gig because they almost had the better of Bangladesh in the middle phase of the innings and then lost the plot in the last part of the innings. So it was a seesaw battle of supremacy. And in the end, it was Bangladesh who held their nerve, held their own, and won a tightly fought contest. Lost everyone in my ear. So at the toss, it was Bangladesh who called it correctly and elected to field. The two sides first. Afghanistan out Ishaq, Sharfuddin and Farid. In comes Saifuddin. In fact, for Bangladesh, Saifuddin and Shariful Islam are the two changes. They're in. Tanzim and Taskeen are out of the playing 11. So Afghanistan 151 for the loss of 9. Gurbaz was in his elements, played a fluent innings of 40 of 31. Some nice shots. He had a set plan to continue rollicking the opposition and got out just at the wrong time when it was looking extremely fruitful for Afghanistan. Mohammad Nabi also was a star attraction for Afghanistan. He always is. Let's listen what he has to say just before the game.
Navi, thank you for joining us. Once again, flourish with the bat. 4 sixes, 38 of 25. How are you enjoying yourself?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So far enjoying because when I go to the bat, there's a lot of pressure inside in the crease as well. 4-5 wickets down, and then build your partnership with other batsmen and hits a few balls in the end to put a good total on the board. This is my aim, always try my best to do in the batting. Yeah.
Well, there's been some concern. 3 losses on the trot for Afghanistan. How does the camp look? And you're thinking about bouncing back, hopefully sealing the series?
Yeah, it's disappointing to lose three back-to-back T20 games. Still, we try our best to make a good combination for the winning, and we try our best. The environment was good. Still, players and the team are looking forward for the win as well, and hopefully we do today.
Well, absolutely, that's the wish. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
There'll always be support for Afghanistan. They've come in large numbers tonight, and Afghanistan would need their support to make it 1-1. Right, what is Bangladesh camp thinking right now? Let's have a listen. It's Tanzeen with an interview.
Tanzi, thanks so much for joining us. 1-0 up in the series, mainly thanks to that 109-run opening partnership. Talk to me about how much you enjoy batting with Parvez Hussain.
Yes, obviously I enjoyed because that was very important to build a partnership wicket like that, because in the wicket like that they are easy to bat. We are trying to assess the wicket and play accordingly.
You spend a lot of time opening the batting with him coming up through the youth ranks. It's something you really enjoy, the two left-handers working well together?
Yes, we enjoyed in the middle. I think our communication is really well in the middle, in the wicket. I think it will help us.
The team looks in a very happy place under Phil Simmons, and there's a lot of good things happening for Bangladesh right now. Confident of a series victory. Can you seal it tonight?
Yes, obviously. Most importantly, we enjoyed the game, and we are trying to continue this process. And from the team management, there is lots of freedom to us. And I think if we enjoy in the middle, then it will be very easy for us.
We're enjoying watching you bat. Best of luck this evening.
Yeah, thank you.
Hit the nail on the head. The bottom line is you've got to enjoy this contest. You've got to enjoy what you produce, what you play for. Obviously, you play for honors, but at the end of the day, it's how happy you are playing this sport. They did extremely well, Bangladesh, because they didn't buckle down to the pressure.
Libertà, non avere limiti. Arrivati Giga Days. Se sei cliente con Fast
Now look out for that in-swing. Now look out for that in-swinging slant that he gets with the new ball. Didn't play the last game. Field is set. Foreman in the ring on the offside. He's been given a slip as well. Fine fielder up in the circle. They've got a square leg fielder, probably for that flick shot or the pull shot. Here we go then. Start of the second T20 hour. And straight away some shake away from the left-hander's off stump.
It's a very important game for Afghanistan. Keeping the series alive, it's important that Afghanistan managed to win this and to give some life into this series. Remember, it's 3 matches T20I series between Afghanistan and Bangladesh, and Afghanistan losing the first one will be desperate to bounce back. And there have been 3 losses on the trot in the Asia Cup against Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, and now the first match they lost. You get the chance to see the players before the match, and Siddiqul Atal saying maybe I will be playing a good innings. Well, he promised. The Afghan fans would be hoping, but the Bangladesh will want early wicket.
Down the pitch, it's kind of a pitch where you can do this, create your own angles, attack the bases before it gets just a little bit rough against spin.
Yeah, well, and also opening the account, that feeling. In his previous 17 innings, Siddiqul Atal has only got duck once, and that was against Bangladesh. Nasum got him out in the Asia Cup just a little earlier. So that thing will be out of your mind now. Ibrahim Zadran facing the strike, and will be thinking about first open in his account.
A few adjustments been made. A field has been taken away from the off, put at mid-wicket. That's what the in-swinging angle that he gets. Wrong line and put away for 4. I think it's probably leg byes, or is it bit of bat as well? It's 4 runs.
And the last thing you want is if you put bat to it and the umpire adjudicates that as a bye. Yeah, big piece of that. Bat involved in this boundary. Ibrahim Zadran opens his account as well. That's a good start for Afghanistan. It's a very important game in the context of this T20I series between Bangladesh and Afghanistan.
Izzatullah Safi is the on-field umpire for tonight's game. He's got Ahmed Shah as his partner. Ahmed Durrani. Very Clint Eastwood-like hat. Graham Lebroy, the match referee. Ahmed Pakteen is the TV umpire. Yeah, except for that leg stump line which went for 4, otherwise it is a very good start by the left armer. 5 without a wicket.
Three changes for Afghanistan. Wafiullah Tarakhel make his debut for Afghanistan. Abdullah Ahmadzai, on the back of brilliance in the domestic Shpagiza Cricket League, is playing his second T20I, and Mujibur Rahman has been added. You can't leave him out, can you? It's good that you have the services of Mujibur Rahman with the new ball, and you probably will not need him to come and bat down the order. Nasum Ahmed, he's been brilliant against Afghanistan, will bowl with the new ball.
Down the track, and it's a lovely straight hit for 4. There usually is no spin on the ball from Nasum. He's so accurate and hits that hard length, but it was extremely well read and executed.
Yeah, well, the man has made a promise, remember, coming down the track and is playing with positive intent straight away.
Quite amazing how T20Is have changed gear from pacers at both ends to at least one spinner from one end, and there are a lot of great spinners that can bowl superbly with the new ball. Nasum is one of them. Mujib, obviously, Ghazanfar of Afghanistan as well, to go with Mujib. I remember for Pakistan it was Mohammad Hafiz who used to bowl with the new ball and had the better of most left-handers. But this is an art because it takes a different kind of a mindset, skill level, and how you grip the new ball. And plus bowl when the field is in. Flight and go straight to the fielder. An extra fielder now employed on the offside.
Well, it's a tactic that teams have been using. I remember Asghar Afghan. Allowing Mujib to bowl with the new ball 2016-17, and that's where from I've seen that strength, and that's how Nasum Ahmed got the better of Ibrahim Zadran in the previous match. His game is to keep it down the ground. That's the kind of a game that he should be playing, I believe. That time going for a bloody shot, I believe, lost his wicket. Ball 2 kept a little low in the previous match.
What Nasum needs to do is to just vary his angles from the crease point. He goes wider of the crease, almost delivery after delivery. And that, for experienced hand, becomes just a little bit predictable. He's going wider at the stumps, and it's how he bowls actually. Every delivery, he bowls like that. 13 without a wicket. It's a good start, 13 without a wicket. They need to keep wickets in hand. I think that is where Afghanistan went horribly wrong in the first contest, where they lost wickets in a cluster, and that meant that the flow of the innings was halted.
That's one area both teams will have to look at. Bangladesh was nothing behind them. 6 wickets for 9 runs in the middle was a disaster as well for Bangladesh. And I'm sure they will have looked back at that and will say, all right, we cannot just repeat the same thing again.
I think they probably played the situation and got bogged down and lost a bit of clarity in the process. You look for rhythm, and these singles are such a good product of maintaining that rhythm. Yeah, he'll always get a little bit of shape with the new ball. He's got a lovely wrist position. His in-swinging slant is extremely beneficial and impactful.
It's not so many left-handers that can do that, bring the ball back into the right-handers. So that's an advantage if you have it as a fast bowler.
Slow ball, I think a slow bouncer didn't really get onto the batsman at a normal pace. It died on its way to the keeper.
Well, Siddiqul Athar in previous occasions have gotten out to the slower deliveries. In the Tri-Nation, Harith Rauf got him out, and I heard some noise. It's lucky it didn't carry. I think there was a faint, or maybe not. And you got to be very careful. And that's where from you got to have to be very alert. What?
Ai resoconti in tempo reale ci pensiamo noi. Sistema di cassa Samap.
That's a beauty. Squared in my
gloves. Sometimes you think this is a cruel game, right? You do everything right and you still do not get the result.
Doing the right thing by covering the stumps, because that's the angle is going to carry on working on, that off stump angle. There's no harm in playing dots up front. You'll get the value of shots on this surface. You'll recover the scoring rate as well. It's a benign pitch as far as bowlers are concerned, unless you're dead set on harming yourself. There are a lot of runs to be had.
It's important you keep your composure and don't get carried away.
Yeah, fiddling with that line. It's an excellent over. Beautifully bowled. 14 without a wicket. Number 9 and number 10 at each other.
With some competition between these two. Back in 2024, the game that they won against Bangladesh.
That's an excellent shot because there is this angle for the batsman to try the sweep shot and didn't try to overhit it. It was all about timing and finding the placement.
Yeah, and playing it safe, keeping it down the ground as well and picking it from the outside the off stump. So the LBW is out of equation and just playing it safe. That's his cricket. So again, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, kind of some games between them been very historic. Almost taking the umpire along with him to the boundary.
No timing on that occasion. Well, he'll continue to hit the hard length because that's his bowling plan, and it's a good one.
So, just to complete my point, Afghanistan had to defeat Bangladesh in 2024 to make it to the semi-final. By the barest of margins, Afghanistan made sure that they defeat Bangladesh. Whereas for Bangladesh, it was possible if they had chased that down in quick time. And then in the Asia Cup, the competition in Afghanistan, if had defeated Bangladesh, would have made to Super 4 and could not. There's been some kind of a rivalry, some kind of good competition between these two teams.
It's a good comeback after being hit for a 4. Afghanistan after 4, 19 without a wicket.
Always nip and tuck between these two. Very keenly contested rivalry between two sides who continue to rise up the world rankings and continue to be threats at major events, and both will be threats coming up next year in India and Sri Lanka. There's one of the changes to the team. Saifuddin comes in as I wish good evening and a warm welcome to Farvez Maharouf. How are you, my friend?
Hello, Andrew. Hello, everyone. A steady start so far for Afghanistan. Mohammad Saifuddin bowling his first over. One of the two changes made by Bangladesh, resting the two fast bowlers Tanzim and Taskin, bringing in Shariful and Saifuddin, which will strengthen the batting, being Saifuddin being an all-rounder.
Too many dots for Afghanistan's liking, you would suspect, here in the power play. It's an area they've had problems in recent times. Gurbaz has been dropped down to number 3 from his usual opening slots. I like the left-hand, right-hand combination to combat Nasim Ahmed in particular, but not where they would like to be. Only 20 in the 5th.
Yeah, 15 dot deliveries in 4.2 overs. It's a bit too much to my liking. But I like the fact they're playing 5 proper batters. With the Tarakil, the debutant due to come at 5, Rasuli at 4, and the experienced Gurbaz at 3, and then you got the 3 all-rounders in Omar Zai, Mohammad Nabi, and Rashid Khan, and then comes the 3 bowlers. So I feel it's a much better balanced side, but probably lacking a bit of confidence. Looking at how Sadiqul Atal and Ibrahim Zadran going about their business, just taking the cautious measure rather than going the usual Afghanistan way, which is to go hammer and tongs in the power play. That's what pressure can do to you in a must-win game.
Really well bowled. Saw Sadiqul Atal give himself some room, so threw it away out towards the guideline. There's no doubt there is some pressure as well. You can kind of sense it around the camps. Afghanistan in recent times been so good, finding so many glorious moments for the nation, but rarest of things, some back-to-back defeats of late.
It just had to get things right. Since the Asia Cup, probably the confidence would have dealt a bit in out of the competition in the first round, but they still got the stars to perform and make sure the country does blossom. Change the field, Miduka drops back and third match comes in.
Really good first over this one. Usually we see in a power play when a side is wicketless, the fifth and sixth overs are ones that they target.
Saifuddin is an experienced man. Lots of cricket in the domestic, whenever he has gotten opportunity in international cricket. Now it's very hard for him to get an opportunity when you have the likes of Tanzim, Taskin, Shariful, all these bowlers performing well. The rotation policy at the moment with Taskin and Tanzim having a rest today shows the depth of fast bowlers what Bangladesh has in their armoury. And they got Nahid Rana, Hassan Mahmood, all these bowlers waiting in their wings.
Misses out Ibrahim Zadran. It's a very tight over, a good one from Saifuddin. 22 for none. There's that squad balance, or playing 11 balance that you were talking about, Farvez, the 5 out and out batters, including someone who's going to take the gloves. Most likely Gurbaz, you'd imagine. He didn't have them last night, as Mustafiz Rahman will bowl the 6th. Bangladesh fans, who are probably outnumbering the Afghan fans potentially right now, give a big cheer to one of their very favoured cricketers. He was very good last night again.
Certainly in their numbers. Those are the Tiger supporters, their voices. Certainly they are the happiest side at the moment. They've started well in the power play, just conceding 22 runs in 5.1 overs. And it's Mustafiz, one of the experienced bowlers in the world, bowling the last 2 in the power play.
Much more like it. Beautiful use of the feet and right out of the screws. He's technically very correct, but he also has power to burn, and it's the first maximum of the evening.
A shot of desperation here. So many dot deliveries, been quiet both these batters for a while. And Ibrahim Zadran, when he's in a full song, he can do this. Lovely hit. The angle was going away from the right-hander. Picked it up beautifully for a 69-meter hit over mid-wicket.
And again, back-to-back, much more like it for Afghanistan. They need to cash in the final over the fielding restrictions, and 10 from 2 deliveries helps that total.
Now, this is an even better stroke as far as I'm concerned. On the up, through the offside, beautiful head position. A lovely swing of the bat. I don't think anything wrong with the delivery by Mustafiz. Just the back of the length delivery, which this demands, to ask the bowlers to bowl back of the length. But when the batsman plays quality strokes like that, you just take your hat off and say well done.
Goes to the cutter. Because of the immediate call, they will get through for the single. This looked like a frustrated Jonathan Trott there. Good skills from the Fizz, showing that off cutter, taking the pace off.
Never in doubt. 6 and a 4 followed by a cutter by Fizz. He has bamboozles many a batter around the world with the new ball, with the older ball. Tried and tested. And I think in a surface which was used yesterday as well, that's going to be a big weapon for Mustafiz in the death overs. 2 deliveries left in the power play. What sort of a game plan will Sadiqul Atal has? Probably he will target as well with mid-on, mid-off, both in the circle as well as mid-wicket. Anything full, I reckon he will not be shy to go aerial.
protection out there. When you're not taking wickets in the power play, you just want things to be kept tight, and Bangladesh did that so well up until this 6th and final over. Will Afghanistan be pleased with this start? Will they back themselves with all those wickets in hand today that they didn't have yesterday to get up to a better total tonight?
I'm pretty sure that they would have planned last evening or this morning to somehow get to 150, 160. If they get that, we saw in the middle overs in the Bangladesh innings yesterday, Bangladesh has the tendency of losing wickets back to back, playing aggressive cricket, and with the 4 spinners of the side can do that. In the air, I think it carried it. Saif Hassan at square leg for a second is in the game. I think it will go down as a missed chance. End of the power play, 35 for no loss.
I think you're right, Farvez. I think that's carried a big moment in the contest, as Ibrahim Zadran is someone who can anchor this innings, bat all the way through it. And he's just been given a life. We're going to look in a moment. For me, that carried 18 dots in the power play. It's exactly half of the deliveries that they have faced. And just probably 10 dots too many, or 8 at least, for Jonathan Trott's liking. End of the power play will be signalled. And Jakar Ali, who has his hands full, keeping wicket, captaining the side for the first time in a full series. He'll have 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle that he's allowed to work with. He immediately drops them all back, as we so often see, as good running gets them back for 2.
The last ball of the previous over. Not timed, not placed well by Ibrahim. And Saif Hassan, unfortunately, it will go down as a chance. Never easy diving forward, but at this level, you expect fielders saving the boundary, especially the ones that are playing as batters. Take it. Can that be costly?
Definitely takeable, wasn't it? And it would have maybe just swung the balance of that power play towards the side that are 1-0 up in the series. We'll look at the best of the power play. There's a few boundaries, a few nice strokes, some immediate aggression from the left-handed batter Siddiqullah against the left-arm spinner. But it was only the 6th over that the boundaries started to come more regularly. A couple, a flourish from Ibrahim Zadran, and then that moment of fortune where he could well have been dismissed. But he has a life and he'll be desperate to cash in on that, as the men in blue look to square the series this evening. Tended to see the economy rates for the seamers be higher. Who are Afghanistan looking to target in this Bangladesh bowling lineup this evening?
They got playing 5 proper bowlers, with Saifuddin, who's bowling the second over. Shariful, Mustafiz, Rishad Hussain yet to bowl, and Nasur Mahmood has been superb form. So I reckon having the balance of being aggressive as well as looking for singles and try and get 7 to 8 runs per over, it's going to be important to have that balanced mindset. 2 is the call. I think they will be quite happy with this, just a single. And also, this is a new approach by Afghanistan. Gone are the years where they had plenty of all-rounders in the side as batters who can bowl a bit, the likes of Gulbuddin Naib, Karim Janat, and those are the players being replaced by Al-Khail. This is a great opportunity for the youngsters coming into the side. 5 batters, 3 all-rounders and 3 bowlers. So I reckon going forward, with all the troubles they've had in the middle order, this probably be the way forward.
What they have this evening, Farvez, is a platform. They've got some stability from the 2 openers. They're unbroken out there in 41. They just need to keep an eye on the overs column, and they don't want to run out of assets in terms of balls to work with in this first innings.
And also looking at the broader picture, so many players to choose from, isn't it? Gulbuddin Naib, one of a match win on his day, Karim Janat as well. All these players having the set of players who are inside at the moment, and the players who are back in Kabul. I think they will be vying for the spot for the World Cup coming up. That's the goal for anybody to be a part. If for World Cup side. 7 overs done, 42 for no loss.
Voglio presentarvi Ares, il super soldato definitivo. Cerco qualcosa che non comprendo.
Un programma difettoso che vuole vivere. Affascinante.
Rashad Hussain is going to come into the attack here. Both Namibia and Zimbabwe sealed their spots down in Harare yesterday. And of course, Bangladesh got all the way to the Super 8s in USA and the Caribbean last year. And what about Afghanistan, that historic first ever semi-final appearance? Both of the sides, with the depths of talent and the directions in which they're travelling, may even look to improve upon that. We'll also find out the final 3 qualifiers next week there in Muscat, the Asia EAP qualifier. It's lining up to be a really good tournament, isn't it?
Newcomers, Italy. Yeah, some team that I'm looking forward to watch. Joe captained by Joe Burns, a former Australian. Certainly, it's a tournament that the entire world will be watching for. India and Sri Lanka, the month of February usually quite hot, and the pitches are good for batting. This is an excellent hit coming down the track. The first ball, Siddiqul Atal faces of Rashad Hussain. He dispatches it over long on for a mighty hit.
Just wonder, will it be Rashad Hussain the one they will target? Went for 33 last night, did pick up 2 wickets. Good option. If you're confident it's going to be the leg break, get to the pitch of the ball, then you just need to extend your arms through it. Very well played. A good flourish down the ground for 6. His first. Tries to repeat the dose. Repeatedly does. Back-to-back maximums. Targeting the leg spinner. And much more like it from Afghanistan. The 50 comes up in grand style.
2 full by Rashad. First one coming down the track. The second was a loopy leg spinner right in the hitting half for Siddiqul Atal. Yesterday we saw Rashid Khan, the other leg spinner from Afghanistan. His legs were quite shorter, skidding on, and that's what the Sharjah pitch craves as a leg spinner. That was too slow and too full by Rashad, given the proper treatment.
He hasn't timed this one. Should generate a catching opportunity, and it's taken. 6-6 and now out. Just as Afghanistan get going, it's a bit of a giveaway from Siddiqul Atal. Looking for 3 consecutive 6s, doesn't get anywhere near it.
Much better length. The first 2 6s, the length was fuller, slightly short on this occasion. Going for the glory. The third 6, and Parvez Hossain Imam runs yesterday. Yes, a safe catch to dismiss Siddiqul Atal. Very good contribution, 23 of 19. It's 55 for 1.
Well, action aplenty from the first over of wrist spin this evening. Rashad Hussain club for back-to-back sixes, then dismisses Siddiqullah Atal. Will bring this man, Ramanullah Gurbaz, to the crease.
A much better length. That was a googly attempted as well by Rashad. Probably Siddiqullah Atal did not pick the googly. Certainly a good catch. Good comeback. Rashad Hossain has the last laugh.
The change of angle was a factor as well, wasn't it? Coming over the wickets instead of angling in and into that hitting arc. Does well.
Yeah, spot on, Lenny. Good pick. 2 sixes round the wicket. And the wicket ball over the wicket. The length was perfect.
$55 for 1.
Afghanistan put into bed 55 for 1, just losing the wicket of Siddiq. Set better, perishing. Gets a short ball. Agitation again. Saw a couple of runouts yesterday as well in the first T20 international. Slower bouncer. In the commentary box, I'm Devinder. With me is Ramesh Raja.
Hello, Devinder. Hello, everyone. Yes, it's a good ploy, the shorter stuff. In T20 eyes, at times, batsmen are not ready to read that length, and though they go hard invariably, and so there are 2 catches there at mid-wicket and square leg, so not a bad length at all.
2 batters open together for Afghanistan more often than not. Now they're experimenting with right and left hand combination. Excellent delivery. Hits the deck, gets the ball to bounce, and some movement of the surface as well. Sorry, full.
He must not get out, Ibrahim. He's batting on 32 of 30 balls. He's a set article out there. He's lost his partner in the last over, so he's got to just calm down a little bit. There's so many runs to be had on this surface. Look to play out 20 overs.
Stability, precision. That's the essence of driving. Lawfin.
With wickets intact.
Going to come back for the second once again. Bit of miscommunication between the 2 batters. 2 excellent strokes. Slight change in line as well, close to the off stump.
Yeah, change of the angle of the blade as well. But these young kids think like that. 2 sixes obviously did not really do his DNA a lot of satisfaction. His appetite for 6 hitting was still there, and so in the end he perished.
Excellent delivery to finish the over. He's been brilliant, sorry, full. None for 8 in 3 overs. 9 gone, 58 for 1. Sharp to continue with slip in position. Pushes through the offside. Should be going back for two. Gurbaz is a very, very attacking player against the spin bowlers. When it comes to taking the attacking options, taking down the spinners, he can do it straight away. Slight change in field, asking the fielder at the short third to go slightly square. Beautifully bowled, slow through the air.
I know for a fact that Mushtaq Ahmed has been working extremely closely with the leggy, and well, the time that we have to chat before the game, his emphasis or his brief to the leggy is that, you know, it doesn't matter if you've been go for a six.
Cross-batted slam down the ground. Picks the length very early. Deep mid wicket on the boundary. Long on the boundary on the onside. Going for the cut to a delivery which didn't come off. Five fours and 3 sixes so far in this innings. They bowl differently. The Afghan spinners, they like to bowl rapidly.